again, for the sake of easiness, I have categorized into few decisions were relating to law, company, court. I have divided into block. So we will go block wise. After each block, I will pause for your doubts to be clarified. Is that okay? So those who know, support others, you can see and ask the doubt. So guys, on your mark, get set, go. Okay. And for the exam, don't write law related, don't write court related. Get off. This is only for easiness of learning. Don't write these headings. Now, some law related decisions. You are a CA in practice. Okay, Makle, you are a CA in practice. Can you hold, and I want yes, no. Can you hold custom broker's license when you are a CA in practice? Answer is no. So that's the first one. A member in practice cannot hold custom broker's license. Makle, this PDF I will share. So don't worry, sit back, relax and hear. Okay, you cannot hold custom broker's license. Why? Because it will affect the quality of practice. Okay. And can you engage yourself like as a registration authority in obtaining DSC? DSC, you know, in many of your offers, you might be doing 600 rupees, 800 rupees to obtain DSC. Answer is that is allowed. A CA may engage himself as registration authority in obtaining. Makla, in obtaining what? DSE, Digital Signature Certificate. Can a CA in practice become resident director? Companies Act, there is a concept called as resident director. 180 days, resident director. Can he become a CA in practice? Can he be a resident director? Answer is yes. A CA can be a resident director. Companies Act, no, law. However, he cannot become a dash director or dash director. We studied MD or WTD. That was which clause? That is not under ESB decision. That is 1111. For becoming MD, WTD, you need special permission. You can become simplicit director. President director, you can become under Companies Act. And all these were old decisions, I mean, existing ones last year itself. Now, these two are newly added from May 24 exams. And now, can you listen carefully? Can a CA in practice give advisory services on IPR, intellectual property rights? Can you give advisory services on IPR? Makla, as a part of MCS, you can give any advisory services. Answer is professional advisory services on IPR is allowed because it is routine work. Advisory services is just routine work, routine work. But can you act as a attorney or like for trademark or patent attorney? Attorney means like, you know, lawyer pole. It will be like full time. You can give advisory like it is routine work. However, what you can't do, however, cannot act. Very good. Cannot act. You why two cannot act as trademark or patent attorney. Advisory is yes. Attorney is no. All these things till now. This is with respect to CA in practice. Now they are asking about CA in service. Okay. A CA in service, e-return registration, is it allowed? Makle registration means, is it assurance service? Makle registration eduthu kodukka. You are just taking the registration. Is it assurance service? No. But if you are going to certify, that can be done only by practice. So once you are a CA in service, can you obtain registration? Yeah. But can you certify? Answer is no. And for certifying, you should be holding COP. മക്കളെ എന്ത് ചെയ്യാം എന്ത് ചെയ്തുകൂടാ എന്നെ പണ്ണലാം എന്നെ പണ്ണക്കൂടാ I don't know. What you can do, what you can't do. You can do is e-return registration by CA in services allowed. However, cannot certify the returns. All these are some law related. Customs Act, DSC, President Director under Companies Act, patent, GST registrations. Okay. That's why we have clubbed it under law. And now, babies, calm down. 1 minute rest. Any doubt, anything? If no, within 1 minute, I want you to say proceed. Sharp 1 minute. But within 1 hour, we have to finish off PE. IPR, intellectual property rights. Any advisory services are allowed. For CAs, any advisory services are allowed. Makla, advisory services are part of dash. Come on, guys, support. It's a part of MCS as per section 224. So advisory is allowed, but acting as attorney, meaning it's like full time. That is not part of our CA's practice. It will be like another profession. At our last 10 seconds, countdown. Investment advice allowed ano? Maria is asking, investment advice, is it allowed? Can someone reply? Investment advice is allowed, but not to a company where you are the auditor. 144 says that if you are the auditor of the company, you should not do. But can you do to a company where you are not the auditor? Yes. You have to read it with 144 of Companies Act. Makkale, I want to proceed. No, we have to proceed. Proceed. And I will share this PDF, so don't write. Come on. At a court related. Now it's going to be like this. 1 minute only. Court related. Court. But can a CA in practice act as mediator in court? Settler for a trust? But a mediator, settler. Both are allowed. So CA in practice can act as a mediator in court for some cases and settler for some trust, etc. You can act. Both are allowed. Aye, that's over, guys. Such a simple thing. Wow. So law related is done. Court related, mediator, settler, both are allowed. Proceed. Can you give me a proceed? Can we go to finance related? finance, 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 finance. Eda, now big going to come. Wait. Eda, we are a CA in practice. Huh? Can a CA in practice become equity research advisor? Eda, advisor, no. That is allowed. So CA in practice can be equity research advisor. Advisor. Can you publish the report? If you're going to publish the report, Nifty high, Nifty low, full-time work, you can become an advisor, but cannot publish cannot publish retail report. So, advisor is yes, publishing report is no. Generally speaking, advisory services allowed or not allowed? Makle, I'm asking you, generally speaking, advisory services are allowed. But guys, can you become financial advisors of mutual fund, NBFC, insurance? Think logically. Mutual fund, NBFC, insurance are financial sectors. If you are going to become financial advisors of these sectors, is it full-time or part-time? Full-time up. Then who's going to look after your practice? So here specifically they say, Sada advice, it's fine. But a CA in practice cannot become what? What? Financial advisors of. Is it Sada company? No. MF. Mutual fund. Mutual fund. NBFC. Insurance. Related financial sectors. Can you become financial advisors of Sada company? Usual company? Yes. Logic is okay, right? Because it is full time. Then who's going to look after your practice? Quality affected. And all these are CA in practice. Huh? All these are CAs in practice. CAs in service alla. Next, life is a race. Run. Next step. Can we take up the agencies of like NSDL, UTI? Can you do that? Agencies of NSDL, Depositories Limited, UTI. All these things will become full-time work. Can you hold the agencies? It will amount to another business or occupation. So again, not allowed. All these things are not allowed. Okay. And in ICA material, this is not much detailed, but there was a guideline which is issued. So you just have a broad idea, Gato. Don't go in detail about this. Just a broad idea. Kato, did you hear that? You study this in AFM, I guess. There is something called as equity and commodity trading. Okay. Derivatives. Okay, whatever it is. Equity trading. Can a CA in practice, you are a CA, can you involve yourself in your individual capacity in equity trading? And I'm asking you, in your individual capacity, for yourself, can you involve yourself for equity derivative trading? For yourself, answer is yes. It is permissible. In his individual capacity, but not for clients. For the clients means it will be full time. So for yourself, individual capacity, you can. But at the same time, equity trading is allowed, but for commodities trading, that is not allowed. It is not permissible for commodities trading. And all these are finance related. Over. Guys, take rest for 1 minute. Pillare, safe zone. All are in safe zone. Safe ആണെങ്കിൽ S അടിക്ക്. Put S. Otherwise, keep quiet. Eda, come on. If all set, let me know. Let's proceed. Law related over, court related over, finance related over. Half, almost it's going to be half of ESB related decisions. Now, bank. Bank is there, trust is there, company is there, others. Wow, so much decision your ICA has brought. Your ICA is so intelligent, alle? ICA is your mother, guys. Alle, your amma is so strict. Why? To maintain your dignity. Ade, she's so caring. ICA ne kuttam parayilla. Ba, come back to business. Can we go to what? Bank related. Plare, bank related. See, all these things you will think in the examination hall only when questions with respect to bank audit is asked. Bank auditor. And all these things are old only. Last year itself it was there, except one. So, can you hold the credit card of the bank? And I want your answers. A chartered accountant can hold the credit card of the bank provided what? Outstanding balance of the credit card does not exceed. Already yesterday we said in the council guidelines, indebtedness shall not exceed, does not exceed 1 lakh beyond the due date. Helena, 5 lakh is in Companies Act, Molai. In CA Act, 5 lakh alla. It is only 1 lakh. Okay. And numerics, I've said many times, numerics varumbam, they can test you very well for the MCQ. So careful. And when you are the bank statutory auditor, can you take loan against FD? Answer is yes, no. And now don't ask me why. Answer is no. Anju, maybe loan against FD, they can do some kind of fraud in that. And loan rate is also very less. So maybe because of that, they said, if you are the statutory auditor of the bank, then you should not accept loan against FD. Or reverse, if you are having loan against FD, you should not accept the audit of bank. In case he is in practice, is not permitted to accept audit of bank in case he has a loan against FD. Fixed deposit. Makle, stock audit and bank audit, can you do at the same time of the same bank? Answer is again no, 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 no. A chartered accountant who's the statutory auditor of a bank cannot for the same financial year accept stock audit of that bank branch or any branch of that bank. ആ ബാങ്കും പറ്റത്തില്ല, ആ ബാങ്കിന്റെ ഒരു ബ്രാഞ്ചും പറ്റത്തില്ല. I'll repeat. அந்த பேங்கும் அந்த பேங்கோட ஒரு பிரான்ச்சும் எடா that bank or any branch of that bank. Ultimately it will be consolidated. And 1, 2, 3 is clear. Can we say 4? And 4, 4, 4. And you have heard about the concept sponsor bank and sponsored bank. Sponsor means the bank who is giving the money. Sponsor bank. Sponsored is the bank which uses the money. Now, you are the auditor. Which auditor will are concurrent auditor of which bank? X bank. X is which bank? Sponsor bank. Concurrent auditor of sponsor bank cannot be appointed as the which auditor? Statutory auditor of which bank? Sponsored bank. Concurrent auditor of sponsor bank cannot be appointed as stat auditor of sponsored bank. Sponsored എന്ന് വെച്ചാൽ കാശ് കൊടുക്കുന്ന bank. At times, say for example, SBI can give money to regional rural bank. They can sponsor. And a sponsor ya cash കൊടുക്കുക money. They can sponsor. You can sponsor a child. Same way. Sponsor means money. So with these banks' money, RRB is working. Just an example. This is new decision. Nikkanuma ponuma, nikkano pono. Should I wait or can I go? This is new one but very easy. Director. Already many times I've said, why are you making me say again morning time? Oh, can you become director? How many times? Can you become director? Answer is yes. Can you become a simplicit director? Sure. Okay. Simplicit director. Can you obtain sitting fee? The director means it's not like charity. You will obtain some sitting fees. Can you involve in the routine operations? Answer is no. That's why they said you cannot become whole-time or full-time director. I mean, managing director. Now read. You can become director of Urban Cooperative Bank. A CA in practice can serve on the board of Urban Cooperative Bank. This role is akin as a simplicit director with no involvement in daily operation, but he can receive sitting fees. And that is easy only. All is well, all is well, all is well. Come on, give me some reply. Finishing off the 35 decisions, that too in 40 minutes is not so simple. Yeah, now I think in the end. First point is only for statutory audit of bank. Which point, Kutta? Ah, yes, that is mainly for statutory audit. Usually audit means it should be statutory audit. Usually speaking. They have just clarified it. Urban Cooperative Bank, they have just clarified it. Don't know whether they have some intention behind it. They have just clarified specifically Urban Cooperative Bank because cooperative society is also involved because they have given separate guidelines for cooperative societies. Maybe that's why. It's not usual case, right? It is also involved in societies. Maybe that's why, Nandana. Pillare, I want all to get back to cages. Go back. Chit chat time over. Get back to cages. Can we continue? Hey guys, trust or society related? Ah. A chartered accountant who's the member of the trust. Can he be the auditor of the said trust? It will arise in dash threat. Which threat will come? You can't. Self-interest or self-review? The interest means money. And it can be either familiarity or self-review. You are reviewing. It's not self-interest. Familiarity or self-review. So member of the trust cannot become the auditor of the said trust. That is very simple. Independence is also affected. Very good. Very good. Okay. And before we go to the next step, I will give you one Unda example. I mean, this is government company. Government company. This is PF trust of that government company. Okay, for PF, company has the option to create the trust. Now, internal auditor of PF trust, can he become statutory auditor of the government company? Internal auditor of PF trust of the government company. Can he become statutory auditor of the government company? Answer is no. Now, ulta. Government company's internal auditor. Can he become statutory auditor of PF trust? Answer is yes. You know why? Which report will go to the public, Pillare? Only government companies report. PF trust is just the internal affair. So more independence is needed for government company. Now wait, the diagram will be there. Don't worry. Now can you keep that in mind and read this? A CA or CA firm can act as the sorry. Two. A CA firm which has been appointed as dash of PF trust. What of PF trust? Internal auditor of PF trust by government company cannot be appointed as. Cannot be appointed as statutory auditor of government company. Whereas ulta, reverse is fine. Adu mudiyum pattum, that's fine. What is ulta? A CA or CA firm can act as the internal auditor, stat auditor. What? Can act as the internal auditor of company and dash of the trust. Makkale support. Statutory auditor of PF trust. Yeah, statutory auditor. Pillare, are we clear with this? If so, next one is new thing. Can you all say 4 if this much is clear with respect to trust? If first 3 is clear, can you say 4? That's new thing, guys. And I want someone's name to be said. And I say someone's name, no. Oh, I will say Sandosh. Ayo, Helna. Okay, Helna's next example. Sandosh. Okay. Eda. Sandosh wife. Okay. Sandosh wife is the Sandosh wife is the holding honorary position in a college. Makla, I won't repeat the example. See, I won't repeat the example. Listen carefully. Sandosh, come on, he's a CA. He's passed the May 24 exam. Now, Sandosh's wife is a holding honorary position in a college. Now, this college is managed by a society. Makla, are you hearing? Sandosh's wife is the holding some honorary position in a college. This college is managed by a society. Now, can Sandosh do the audit of this society who is managing the college? In college, his wife is holding honorary position. Answer is no. Sandosh, for his wife, he will, come on, he will compromise his independence, no. Sandosh's wife, come on. For his wife, he will compromise his independence, right? Arey yaar. Makle, can you just... And I know his character well. Okay. Can you read it? Family member in managing committee. A practicing member cannot accept appointment as what? Stat auditor. Makle, stat auditor of college or society? Stat auditor of a society where a immediate family member like a spouse or dependent holds some position, I said, honorary position as one of the managing committee in the institutes governed by society. Eda wife is holding position in society alla. Makle, careful. His wife is not holding position in society. His wife is holding position in college run by the society. Makle, did you understand that? Okay. With that, done. Come on, what we have finished, we have done with trust. Now, company related. Oh, company related, then others. ഇത് മറ്റേ എന്താ പറയാ അക്ഷയപാത്രം പോലെയാ വന്നുകൊണ്ടേയിരിക്കുന്നു. It's like, ever ending. Wow, so much of learning. Come on, think it in a positive way, guys. So much of learning is happening. Wow. Mm. So now we have learned about trust society. Now company related. And a company related is very easy, gato. Company related is very, 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 very easy. Um, you are the what color? It's fine. You are the statutory auditor or tax auditor. Can you value the shares of that company where you are the tax auditor or statutory auditor? Answer is no. Statutory auditor or tax auditor cannot be the valuer of unquoted equity shares of the same company. Now, you were the director. Makla, you were the director. Now now you have resigned. Now can you become the auditor of the same company where you were the director? Come on. Of course you can. But after taking a cooling period of how many years 2 years. So if you have resigned last year, you take a break of 2 years, then only you can become. Makla, numerics 2 years, careful. So a director who has resigned can become auditor subject to, hey guys, which threat will come? Self-review threat. Self-review, self-review, self-review. It's not familiarity. For familiarity, it should be still in existing. Self-review means your work. Previously, you were the director. Your work you are reviewing. So it's self-review. So after a cooling period of 4 years, 4 then how many years? 2 or no? Okay. Cooling period of 2 years. Okay. 2 years. Okay. Numerics, guys, careful. This is something new from May 24 exams. Careful. But easy. So that's self-explanatory. You can read. Joint ventures audit. Now, can you read it yourself? A chartered accountant in practice. You are the non-executive director in a company. And you can become Sada director. Can you accept the audit of the company? Can you accept the statutory audit? Okay. Statutory audit of the company. That is the original joint venture of the company. Can you accept the statutory audit of the company where it was the original joint venture? Answer is no. Why? It will compromise your independence. Either you do the audit or you become the director. This company was the originally the joint venture. Both you can't do. Why? Indirectly independence will be affected. Now, can an internal auditor acquire shares in the company? Think. See, internal auditor can be employee of the company. Internal auditor need not be necessarily an external person, but he should not be biased. Okay. So, yeah, share acquisition by internal auditor. There is no prohibition for internal auditors of company to acquire or purchase shares. But can a statutory auditor acquire shares? No, that is disqualified under Companies Act 141 subsection 3 clause D. No need of company auditor. Okay, ROC forms. A chartered accountant in practice who is also a director of a company, can he sign ROC forms when he is the director? And at the same time, when he is the director, can he also sign the forms? At the same time, can he do both? If he does both, what will happen? Conflict. So cannot sign ROC forms because of conflict of roles. Either director or signing. And the underlying logic is independence should not be affected or conflict should not happen. Quality should not be affected. Can you become the representative of a foreign company? India wants to know, come on, can you become a representative of a foreign company? Answer is yes. But can you become a representative of a foreign company where you are the auditor? I just said no conflicting. Answer is no. A chartered accountant can act as a representative of a foreign company, but he cannot be a representative if he is the auditor. Now read it. Can become a representative provided he is not the auditor of the said company. Why? Independence, objectivity. Come on, guys. You can take rest, and it's going to be the climax. All these, more than 14, 15 decisions are newly added from May 24 exam onwards. So it's something huge. Not much of amendments for the May 24, but this is the one of the major change in PE for the May 24 exam onwards. Plare, get back. Eda, so can we go to the last part? Eda, others, I didn't get any other heading, so I've put myself as others. Eda, within 4 minutes, we have to finish off. You've seen kiosk services, kiosk. You've seen kiosk. Can a CA in practice use these kiosk services in his office? In a modern world here, answer is that is allowed. Okay. So CA in practice can provide services through kiosk. And these professional activities should be permitted by the Act. Only for those services which is permitted. He can't do that investment advice, not investment, portfolio management, etc. He can't do. Portfolio management is not allowed. Under which section we studied? Portfolio management, underwriting. Very good. 224 law. And now you have various app, like, big stores, professional. They use applications to message their customers. Can a CA use these messaging applications to message them? In clause 611, you can't send personal communication. It is indirectly solicit. So members are not allowed to use messaging application to inform people because it will amount to solicit. 611 clause 6 part 1 first schedule. Personal communication is not allowed. Udyog Aadhar registration. CA firms can register themselves on Udyog Aadhar registration. It's a website. There is a question in the, I think, if my guess is right, I will show you if the time permits. In the recent MTP, did you guys see that? I think a question is there in the recent MTP relating to this. Let me check out if I can show you after we finish this. Can a CA register himself and put his name in put his name of the firm in MSME? Udyogadar, answer is it's government recognized. Answer is yes. This indebtedness, no? Indebtedness. 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 Hell na. Indebtedness. We said no. How much indebtedness can be there? Up to 1 lakh is allowed, we said. Yeah. So this indebtedness shall not apply to. And it will apply only to the statutory auditor. Does not include which auditor? Internal auditor or concurrent auditor. This indebtedness will apply only to the stat auditors. That's a clarification which we already know. Okay. Now, say for example, Helena firm and Degu's firm, two firms, can both the firm conduct GST seminars and share the fees? Two different firms. Why not? They can do joint training. Multiple CAs in practice can conduct joint training sessions in GST. Not only GST, any training is allowed for their client and can share the fee. Even without saying this, paying and accepting fees is allowed. Clause, pay, accept, clause. Among CAs is allowed. 211311. Clause 2, part 1 for schedule. Clause 3, part 1 for schedule. All these ESB decisions is only a clarification. Come on, guys, climax. Wow, it's going to be 1 hour. Ooh. Earlier in inter, you might have learned a CA can exercise lien over the books of accounts when fees is pending. Now, ESB has said, don't do lien. Do not exercise lien. A CA cannot exercise, can't exercise what? Lien over books. What is the logic? We have learned, when fees of the previous auditor is pending, you cannot accept the audit. If previous auditor's fees is pending, except for dash unit, you should not accept the audit. Except for what unit? Tick unit. If you still accept the audit, you are guilty. Under which clause of PE? You are violating the regulations. Clause 1, part 2, second schedule. So why to exercise lien? Because already your fees is being protected. So ESB said, don't exercise lien over client's books, even if fees is pending. There was some unethical incidents happened. That's why. And can you print behind the visiting card vision values? Vision. Answer is no. Because it will amount to solicitation. A solicitation clause 611. Clause 6, part 1, first schedule. Makkale, last one. Over. Done. Now this is for CA in service. Can a CA in service appear before income tax on behalf of his employer? Employer-ku vendi appear yavo. Can he appear before his employer? Employer-ku vendi appear pannalama for them? Answer is yes. But can he appear for employee of employer? Answer is no. That's it. A CA in service may appear as a what? Representative before income tax authorities on behalf of his employer, but not on behalf of other employee of Employers. പിള്ളേരെ. Come on, come on, come on. That's it. We have completed the entire ESB decision. How was it?